Hi, Mandy. Good day. It's November the 9th, and as long as you're not communicating with me and people are putting the doors up, preventing me from getting to you, again, abusively, I can't sit pretty on it. So, I'm going to pause. There were some communications with you, Mandy. I want to make sure, now that it's in a public venue, that as we call it, using a ladder to jump you like you did before kind of thing. Only for you-know-who. You're getting a message to make sure you get it, and that if you don't get it, at least others know that you should have got it, and it can be properly dealt with. Message is simply this. You're needed up here. It isn't a choice. You can make it a choice. It's not optional. If God is leading and running your life, you need to stop what you're doing down there and come up here and stop. You've done enough. Your time to anybody is not less than $16,000 an hour. You are to be not available to anybody in any professional level to play in any venue professionally with any of the work that you have for not less than $16,000 an hour, which you will receive and hold on to in trust for us, whereby nobody, including your Ari Engel, will receive 1 penny of that or any royalties in the past, and he will be returning that. The only money he's going to get is the time and the professional services he rendered. That's it. He has no interest into the royalties. He doesn't get to take a piece of me and a piece of you with him and make money on that. This is out in front of everybody. He's an entertainment lawyer. I don't need to tell him where he sits. I don't need to be an entertainment lawyer to know that I've got him in my hand right now and I can do whatever. I'm not going to be the bully he was. I'm just going to say, this is not fair. I'm now suffering. And if you're really telling me yes, why aren't you like running here like yesterday? That's what doesn't make sense. And you got to understand that when 4 women before you have tried this with me, with handlers, with malicious intent, and it's been proven and shown that way, and I know that you're not like that and don't want to believe that, but have given no reason to think otherwise, I can't preclude that this is all good, even though it's pure and holy. I have to allow for the possibility of fuckery, which I'm still saying is occurring, as long as you're down there in a chair, and Instagram is saying I don't belong there, and whoever it is that's put all these blocks, they got to go. Okay? We have got to communicate. That's it. And you and I need to communicate in exception of all others, including your management. And authorities up here have been told, and they know. We're going the other way around. We're not going from Beverly Hill fuck-ups to York Pork. No, we're going from York Pork back down to Beverly Hill fuck-ups. That's right. That's what's going to happen. And do as thou wilt is not do as thou wilt. It won't be. It doesn't work down there, up here. It's not going to be seen up here like it does down there. It's not going to run amok up here like it does down there. And your religion is going to be revoked. Your Satanism, all that Satanism down there, you can keep it down there, but it won't enter Canada. I see what you're trying to do here, but it's not. When we expose you for the malicious threat that you are, the witches, the warlocks, the Satanism, what you really do, the one that you deflect and dismiss and all that ridiculousness, now, the truth about your criminality that says you will answer to the law because you're not above the law, and you don't use the excuse of love to say that you can just cutthroat someone else, because that's what allows you to do. Let's do as thou wilt. It allows you to take each other out and then try to justify it somehow through some proverbial word called love. Yeah. This is private message and communication intended for Mandy, although everyone else is hearing it. That choice is because of someone else that is abusing their authority and making that choice for 2 people. And has still convinced her that she needs to be in a chair getting her hair done, which I'd love to pay for. And there's lots of beautiful people up there. You do a wonderful job. Again, the groundwork's been paid. You do not need to work and sing and do any more. You need to shut down, relocate for a time, and get to know what the other half has. Work with the other half. Get to know the other half, independent of everybody else and all the other doors and windows and holes. And they got to go. Right? We got a time we need to be together, alone, for a reason. Okay? Wrap it up. and come up. I'm asking. This hurts. You don't want to hurt me. You're going to have a good reason why you're delaying the inevitable. Okay? If you're going to continue to keep me waiting. Because what you don't understand is I'm not going anywhere, can't do anything without you here beside me. This is what you seem to think. You got your own voice, you got everything you need, go. No, it doesn't work that way. I'm on a shelf and don't go anywhere until you're up here with me beside me in exclusion of all others to fulfill the obligation you made a promise to. And this doesn't happen on your time, it happens on God's time. It's already past it, you see. I could already preclude that you're disobedient because the window for that opportunity to exclude the law was the 31st of October, or November 1st. The efforts that were meant to take me out and keep me out, that would have succeeded had I been illegitimate, hypocrite, or not a Christian, not a prophet. I wouldn't be here today talking to you. Okay, my purpose and everything else would have ended. That day there would be no reason to go further. There'd be no grounds for God to keep me alive any longer. I just fall down dead. There'd be no reason for me to be alive anymore. Certainly at this point, nothing to hold on to that's here beside me. Right? There's nothing here I really have left. It's all down there. It's not doing any service down there. Okay? You come up. You come up on your own. Then they follow, including your Ari and the group. You come up with your dog if you like. You'll find a female dog. So that we're not the only two having a nice time together. It really rots my socks. You can sit there and say, "Oh, you long for my embrace, I long for yours, yet you're still down there." Doesn't this suck? Doesn't this suck to know that all these voices out there in the church saying, you know what, you can't fornicate, you can't be adulterers and all that. To know that even to this day, you and I and those around us are not that, and they're all just a bunch of bullshitters. Yeah, you heard it. It is. It's ridiculous. You're not an adulterer. I'm not an adulterer. Anyone up here is not an adulterer. You and I are married, and we are staying married, and we'll tie the knot officially. You don't want me to continue talking, right? So come on up here so I don't have to let the world know. Okay? I'm just going to summarize and say, before anything happened, before any actions were taken by police, I was on the phone to your dad at home, letting him know everything that was going to come, asking basically him for a hand in marriage, or at least as a blessing. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I called directly there. He must have thought I was a crockpot or some crazy person, but I assured no, that wasn't the case. And I think he sees it now. Yeah. He knows that I shouldn't have been arrested. He knows that. He would know now. He knows that I'm just the man for you. Yeah, he knows that. There's not one man on this planet walking that deserves your hand before I do. Who's not suffered more, sacrificed more, put you ahead of himself. It didn't really have to. Actually, it kind of did. I didn't really want to, but I went through this in faith. I've been through hell in faith. I got and went to be sick in faith, knowing that I wasn't sick and going to come out not sick. I went into jail and accepted that responsibility, I could come through it, out, not having been put there justly, and still rise above it, and bring everyone else around him with him. Out of that prison, out of that no life, no freedom, to what it is I promised you. They took 2,000 emails and one sentence out of one email, and they prosecuted me under it and will now answer severely for it, because it's been made very clear that you weren't, are, and never were afraid of me. You never had any reasonable fear to fear my safety. No one else did. What we have is a young lady that wasn't you, or some man that wasn't obviously connected to you directly for right reasons, to decide that this pastor and you, the woman beside him, was not to come down there and do this together. No, someone else had to, and run the show. The gig's up. It's time to come home. I'm bringing you home, but I'm not opening a mouth, and I'm not going to do anything to do it. The time is ticking. I don't know how much more I can cover, or if I can. You're playing Russian roulette with a prophet who's giving you some instruction and saying, you know what? If you didn't have to come up here, I wouldn't want you to right now. But you know what? This isn't my will. This isn't your will. And unless you're going to sit there and call yourself a proven, tried, and tested prophet, you need to entertain that what I am telling you is wise counsel that needs to be listened to in exclusion of all other voices. And I'll leave it at that. You continue to communicate with me through your Twitter, through your music, as long as you're staying down there. You don't stop. You use my name publicly, and you tell them everything, and you don't let anyone take away from me that they shouldn't. And again, to me, it doesn't cost time to come to me. I'm free to you always, Mandy. I should be free to you with no inhibitions, with what we have here and where we're going. Anything holding us back, slowing this down, is an impediment, an obstruction that needs to be removed. Removed. I'm not holding back any longer. Okay, I got a job to do. I'm not doing it without you. I can't do it without you. A nation needs you up there. A nation down there is going to take you out, keep you out. You need to come up. That's it. I love you. You know, I know you love me, and I know that all this other smoke show that says otherwise is criminality. Have a good day, my dear. And the rest of you, just take your eyes and ears and go somewhere else. Do something good with your life. Like help us, you know. Come together and do something great rather than provide the reason, excuse to keep us apart. You know. We all deserve something good. So why don't we all deserve something good rather than just some people deserve something good and leave the people who really deserve something good out of it. Yeah, I think I've said enough. Have a nice day. I love you. Bye.